Rams and the Kansas City Chiefs. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And incomplete to open things up.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Tailback. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Working from the gun, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Grant. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play there. Mahomes to Watkins. 46 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. kicker now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. Well, it was 3rd and 1. The defense was expecting run. They got it. They just forgot to stop him.
Sometimes execution just wins, doesn't it? And give a lot of credit to the big guys up front because they knew they were running against a defensive front that was probably overloaded, and they had to find a way to create just a little bit of space, and they ended up creating a lot of space, and off he went.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 18. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's Sherman. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Left foot! Left foot!
They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a first down. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week. But the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. This is caught. Watkins. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. And they've got it here with a first down. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Mahomes. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Mahomes going to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And Butker able to put this one through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard!
A first down throw for Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Set! Green!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
And how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
3-19!
On 3rd down, Mayfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Following the penalty, Chubb. Still fighting for more. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
First down, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill officially with a return of 108 yards. And the Chiefs are in for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is now 2. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That's fielded in the end zone. Spins by. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23.
No, check, Patriot!
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. Oh, and now some space to operate. Jarvis Landry, 30, past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And an alley to run. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10.
Detroit! Here we go now.
Following the interception, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this, looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Landry, the intended target. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Everyone's got four down.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Up to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. D. Ford coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Mayfield now. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You drop in 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now get... set to go. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease board, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Mahomes now on first down. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Mahomes now on first down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Mahomes now to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are in for 6. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball.
That's their first of this second half. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun!
A first down throw for Mayfield. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. He was looking for Landry that time.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. Hill shedding the tackle. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Ready! Green 90! Green 90! Black 58, rail!
Now Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We're back now in KC. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Mahomes to throw once more. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different. Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep finding. And they'll run it here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone? Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. They'll give it to him up the middle. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in.
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. Takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running back.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Allen Bailey in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's caught at the 25. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there on 3rd down for the Browns. 72 yards. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Dancing to his left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns move back within a couple of the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. From the gun, Mayfield. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They juked him, and now running right through it. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out now the Chiefs' offensive unit ready to do battle again. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll go with the ground attack here. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Mahomes to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. D. Ford in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Buying time to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs are likely going to win the football game. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to throw it here. That is incomplete. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Chiefs, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.